Alright, hello everybody, and welcome to the second part of the live video that I've been doing of creating this poster design. I am slowly getting through the line work, and I just think it's cool that you all can see what it looks like in real time and how long it really takes. So we are going to move over to the program here. And this is what we got finished on the last video. Today I kind of wanted to work in this area here. So let's do that. So we're already in, no we're not. Okay, so I made a new layer here, and then we're gonna go to enter isolation mode, and here we are. Alright, so I am just going to kind of figure out what I want to do here. I pressed L for ellipse tool, and I kind of just want to get the sun to where it's going, but I want it to be a circle, so I'm going to do that again, and while I'm doing it I'm going to hold shift to make a perfect circle. And I'm just kind of moving it around. I don't really know how I want it yet. I probably want it smaller. Alrighty. Well, and there I am in the corner of your screen, so now you can watch me while I work. I'm thinking pen tool, maybe some curves here to kind of begin that water there. Oh, I don't like that one. And then I'm gonna kind of just start to make it go crazy over here, so I can just kind of stop it there. Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna mess around with that a little bit. I like that it's like a pool. There was a Disney movie about like a princess and a swan. That might even be the name of the movie. And I'm just like thinking of the lake in that movie right now with that. I saw 2 swans the other day. I don't see them very often. It's not a very common thing to see, I guess. I want to make her hair like a wave, maybe. I want to make it. I want to make it to where her hair becomes the waves. And I think I'm going to do that with some curves here. I'm just like thinking of what I could do with the hair to make it look like that. To continue a line on a segment, you need to click on the anchor again. I don't like what I'm doing here. I kind of forgot that this was supposed to be hair, and I kind of stopped making it look like hair. So now I'm just trying to figure out like how that could work as hair and not just waves. I I've done a sketch similar to this before with like a lady and her hair begins turning into like ocean waves, or they're like supposed to be ocean waves. It's probably an idea that I saw online somewhere. You may be able to hear my computer trying to keep up with Illustrator. It's just loud. It doesn't have really any issue running it. It's just, it needs to cool down. So I got it like a stand with some holes so it can cool down easier than just sitting on the desk. I like this idea, but it's not so much a beach anymore. So I'm gonna stop there, and I'm gonna try to make like the beach. I'm thinking like the waves, you know, at the beach. They're just all over the place. See, that's good. And where do I want that to be? Where do I want the end of the water to be? Maybe like right here. I could fit this text that I want to put down here in that sand if I did that. And I can't move it up anymore. I could move... Oh. I could move this up here. And then... I think that that's coming together. I'm starting to really like it. I'm just trying to sit back and kind of look at what I've got going on and decide whether or not I need to change anything or add anything else. I don't really know how I'm going to do the transition of the horizon behind her. But I think that I just got an idea, so I'm going to try that out while I have it in my head. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go underneath the text. Yeah, I'm going to go underneath the text. So to create a new layer, you can go down here in the bottom right and you can click this plus sign, and it creates a new layer above the layer that you were selected on. I haven't covered that part yet, but in case you didn't know. So in this layer, I'm going to enter isolation mode just so I can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to kind of like create this idea that I have in my head right now. So there's a rectangle, and I'm going to go to properties, and I'm going to go to align and horizontal align center just to make sure it's in the center of my canvas. It's also useful to use this one as well, and it puts it in the middle, which is where I think I want it. But now that I see that the text is very off center, I'm going to move into that layer and fix that really quick because it's going to throw me off. Okay, so the reason why it's not showing up is because they're not a group, I don't think. No, that's not it. Why are they not showing up? Okay, there it is. Alright, so it's going to be a little off, but that's okay. That looks better. Alright, back into this rectangle here. And I want to pull it down a bit. And then I want to get an ellipse. And I'm going to hold shift to make it perfect. And then I'm going to hold shift while I'm transforming to keep it symmetrical and circular. And then I'm just going to go to properties and make sure that's centered to double check that it's lined up perfectly. I'm liking this shape here, and it needs to be put together into one shape. So select B and select both shapes. Now you can group them together, and since they're both selected, you can go over to this shape builder tool right here. And as you can see, these gray areas pop up with the shape builder tool. And what you do with these is, if you want to create a shape, you drag it through that shape and then it creates it. If you just want, you know, to split apart a shape, like this was a circle, but you want just this part, you just click on it, that's now a shape. That does not include that. So what I want to do is I want this to be a shape, and then I'm just going to click on these to be shapes, just so it's easier to select them. So when I select them, it only selects that part and I can delete it. And then I got the shape that I want, and I can make sure it's aligned and exactly where I want. So I want to move it up still until about there. And I want it to be filled with black for now. Actually, what I want to do is I want this white area around here, I want it to be inverted pretty much. So I want the white area around here to be black and then the black area to show the picture, but have the picture still come up over it. It'll make sense. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click off of this shape and I'm going to press M for rectangle, and I'm just going to make a rectangle over that shape. And I'm going to make that rectangle white. And then I'm going to press Control and then the open bracket to make that layer go down a layer. And the closed bracket, you make it go up a layer. So I just moved it behind that shape. And I'm just gonna clean it up a bit. Alright, so then I'm gonna press Shift and select the shape. And I have the rectangle selected. And then I'm gonna go over here to Pathfinder and click to exclude. So you do that, and then now the shape is just that shape there. So I like it like that. I'm gonna fix it a little bit. Kind of do what I want with it here. And then right here I'm gonna press A and select just these top two anchors in this rectangle here, and I'm going to use my arrow keys to move them up to where I want them. Nice. Okay. So that's just going to be like a bottom layer. Right now I'm going to lower the opacity so I can still see through it and put my design on top of it. I have to be selected on it though. There we go. So it looks gray, but it's going to be black. I just wanted it there so I can still see through it and still design the stuff without having to completely hide it, because I do want to know where it is during the design process, because I kind of want this water to just spill out of the frame and into the room here with the sand. And I'm going to start to kind of map that out to show myself that that's what I want to do so I don't forget. So we're here in layer 6 and I got the pen tool selected again. You can see this line here. I want the water or the hair or both to kind of spill out, so I'm gonna make it look like it's catching a little bit, but it's not catching at all. And I'm just gonna join that up so it's easier. Make it look like it's whooshing in. And then if I continue this one here, sometimes I draw outside of the artboard and I know that I want to fit it in there, but I just haven't found room for it yet. But I just do what I need to do, and then I make sure that everything sizes up along the way. So this may look like a bunch of scribbles and mess, but it really has changed quite a bit. So this is kind of what we've got now, and I really am starting to like it. I'm starting to think about colors, and I might just scroll through Adobe Colors and look at some colors. You can maybe hear my thoughts about it. I want to start adding some basic colors and shapes so I can kind of see what I need to do. I think, yeah, so that's what I want to do. So I am going to move over. So hello, I'm here again. I'm just going to open up Adobe Color and look at some color palettes and just kind of like drop them into this file here. So I'm going to open this up. And so it's color.adobe.com that I'm using, and it's just a color palette generator. So we got this here. Alright. So we got this here. We got this color generator. We got color wheel. You can do all sorts of different things with it. I don't really want to play with this though. I kind of want to look at the library of themes. So you got a library over here, and I have my library. These are some colors that I've liked before, but I've used them quite a bit over and over, so I want to get some new ones. I know that there's a way. There we go. Explore. So you go to explore, and you can type in whatever you want. It looks like yellow is like the theme here, so I'm gonna do ocean. And it's probably gonna be a lot of blue. I don't want to be cliche and just do blue though. I'm liking this. So I'm just gonna add it to my library. I'm just gonna add everything that I like to my library, and then I'm gonna go back through it, and I'm going to look at my library and just decide which colors I like the most, and then make an educated guess on what would look best together. So I'm liking this one as well. This one's interesting because I like this yellow. It could be a sand color, and like these could be the background colors, the more muted tones, and this could be like the text. But we'll keep looking. Now this one struck my interest, and I think that I could make these colors part of the frame at the bottom near the sand. I think that that could be really interesting, so I'm definitely gonna add that to my library. I don't want anything too bright. I want it beachy, but see, this is good because I do have a moon in the background, and purple would be perfect for this, for the sky. We could do like a sunset type of time, and I really like that idea, so I think that that's kind of where I'm gonna head. So I'm gonna go back to my library, and I'm gonna look at the ones that I just saved. I already found the ones that I like, I think. I don't see them here. Wow. I don't see them. Oh, okay, there they are. Here we go. They save under a different spot, I guess. Alright, so for what I want to do, I kind of want to just kind of want to look at them next to it here, and I want to think of where I would put these colors. This really dark color here, I really like. I think it could go nicely into the sky, or even part of the border up here. So I really do like that one. I have a moon behind her head and the sun here, so I definitely need a yellow, but I do really like these yellows down here for the sun. It doesn't have to be super realistic. I can make the sky nighttime and then the sun and below sunset. And I think that that would look really cool. So I'm going to download these, and this one too. I don't like this one anymore, and this one was from a different project. So I have all those downloaded. I'm going to go over to Illustrator again, and I'm going to go up to File, and I'm going to go to Place. And then here I'm going to go to my downloads, and I'm just going to select these three and place them. They're rather large, but you can size them down just like a rectangle. And nicely enough, they have their hex codes right there with them when they save. Adobe makes it easy. Those are a little hard to see, you gotta zoom way in, but I'm thinking I'll just move it near the areas that I want it in. Like some sort of progression from these colors here in like a gradient style, like from purple to orange and even that blue and the pink maybe on her skin tone, and the pink also in the sand. And then these browns here I want to use for the border. I want to make like this really pretty earthy looking border. And then I think with the top I want to do some kind of border as well. I just don't know if I want to do like a design or if I want to do like stars around it, but we're gonna have fun doing this. And next time I will be probably working on the text again, so keep an eye out for another live video, and thank you so much for watching again. I really appreciate it, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you.